Okay, so in this video, we're going to show you how to create ISO number 6 on our 11 isometric drawings. So looking at it here, um, we need to know what is the length and the height of this portion of the drawing. Now this may look similar to number 9 down here. So if you did well with number 9, it's almost the same drawing with the exception of the hole in the middle, and it's a little bit longer, but the process will be the same. So what I need to determine is what is my base and what is my height. So on the base, oops, and typically I like to add these little text boxes in there for you guys. The base is made up of about 8 boxes. So my formula is going to be 8 times 0.5. I'm going to expand that so you can see the formula or the equation. Then I'm going to just rotate it in the direction that I want to go in. Okay, now I need to determine how tall it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Count that one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that formula is going to be 7 times 0.5. And I'll stretch that out. Oops, must have missed my 5. Seven times 0.5. And I'm going to just stretch this around. And that's my height formula. And I know what the thickness is. It's 2 boxes here. And then I have to contend with this hole. We're talking about why I put this black line here. So when I go back to Inventor, this is the last drawing we did. This is number 9. So I'm going to go to File this time. I'm going to go to New. And I'm going to make sure that when you get into here, make sure that English is picked in your templates. And you're going to do a standard IPT. Going to do a standard IPT. So now, just like before, I'm going to start with my pencil. I'm going to pick my XY plane. And so I have, once again, just like before, I have different options to pick. So as far as getting it constructed, this line right here is 7 times 0.5. And I hit the word front on my view cube. This line right here was, I believe it's, I'm not sure. So let me go back and look. It is 3 times 0.5. That would be this line right here. So it's 3 times 0.5. Now I don't dimension this line at the angle. What I can do is press enter, pick up at the center. I know that the base is 8 times 0.5. I press enter, and now I'll just make the connection in between the two. This keeps me from having to worry about dimensioning this angle when I don't know what the, I'm sorry, this slanted line when I don't know what angle it's at. All right. So I'll do a finish sketch on that. Remember, it's zoomed out of view. I hit my view cube to zoom back into view. I'll go to extrude. Once again, if I'm moving too fast for you, you can always stop the video and rewind the video. I know that the thickness on this should be 2 times 0.5. I want to make sure. And yes, it's 2 boxes that make up this line. So it's 2 times 0.5. And for me, if you pull this tab inside the dimension box, the computer logs the dimensions and formulas that I've used. So it's already here for me. Just pull that tab right there, and maybe the formula that if you've used them already, it'll be logged there. I'll go ahead and click OK. Now what I want to do is rotate this around. I want to put a sketch on this backside. Remember, we could either pick the pencil here, or we can click on the surface and then pick this tab at the end, create a sketch. Hit the word back. I want to zoom back into view. And I'm going to use a rectangle. So I'm at the center point here. I click and drag my mouse and open up that rectangle. Now here's something that's a little bit different. So instead of me just going ahead and clicking right now that tab that's blue is telling me it's waiting for me to input. So I can input now and say, well, I know that that has to be, so well, let's go back to the drawing for just a second here. That line is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes long. So I'll come back to my inventor. Here's my rectangle. My form is going to be 10 times 0.5. Now, if I press enter, then it's going to snap into place. But if I hit the tab key on your keyboard, if you hit the tab key, it's going to jump to the other dimension. It's going to jump to the other dimension, the vertical dimension. And that dimension is going to be the same height as this piece is, the same height as this piece. So that dimension is going to be 7 times 0.5. Press enter. And now I hit the word back. Now zoom out. Now I have that sketch in place. So from here, there's nothing else to sketch. So I'm going to do a finish sketch. And I'm going to go to extrude. There's something wrong here. So I'm going to go back a step. So I want to do undo. So instead of me hitting undo, if I come over to my browser, right click on sketch 2, because sketch 1, if I pull this tab, sketch 1 has been consumed by the extrusion. A feature consumes a sketch. So that's why this was collapsed. This sketch has not been consumed yet because I haven't added a feature such as a extrude, revolve, or sweep, or something like that. So I want to alter the sketch. That's what I was speaking about before. You're never stuck. Okay, so you can go back and change things at any time. So I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to edit the sketch. This takes me back into sketch mode. And I want to look at that formula for that. And that's where I went wrong. I got 10 times 0.8. It should be 10 times 0.5. Now we got it right. So now I'm going to finish sketch like I did before. Rotate this around. I'm going to click on the extrude again. Notice it's since I have a good closed surface, it automatically starts to extrude for me. It's just waiting for me to input. I know that the extrusion is the same as the piece before, so nothing to change here. And I click OK. All right, so now what I'm going to do is add this hole that's in the middle. There's a hole. Now, first of all, I need to determine what is the center. Where's the hole located on the drawing? So I know that I'm going to move this down a little bit. I know that from the center of the drawing, I should be down here, and this line should be at the center. Also, what I know that if I go up 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes over, I'll be at the center of this hole. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the center. So I'm going back to inventor. I'm going to put it back here, the sketch. So I'll click 2D sketch. Now what I do is I'm going to use a line to find center. So I'm going up. And so now I can do the direct input. Since it's 4 boxes up, I'm going to do 4 times 0.5. And when I come this way, I'm going to do the same thing again. 4 times 0.5. Oh, missed it. That's okay. I missed it. I did an undo. Go to line. Should be 4 times 0.5. Okay. That's where the center of the circle goes. So up to this point, I haven't showed you anything about circles yet. That's okay. We're going to go over to circle. We're going to put a circle right here, open it up. And now we need to, so I'm going to open it up and click. Now we need to determine how big the circle is. What's the diameter? The computer automatically does a diameter. So I need to know from here to here is 2 boxes. That's the radius. The radius is always half the diameter. So that means my diameter is 4. My radius is 2. That means my diameter is 4. The radius is always half the diameter. Okay. So I'm going to come back here, go to dimensions, click on this circle. And my formula should be under this tab. And it should be, nope, it's not. That's okay. 4 times 0.5. So nothing else to do there. I hit finish sketch. I go to extrude. I select the sketch I just made, this circle. It's a closed surface, so I'm good there. I wanted to do a cut on it. So I'm going to do a cut right here. Click cut. And it's going to make sure that it goes all the way through. So I'm just going to put in, that is 1. So I'll put in 2. And I rotate it around using the corners of my view cube. It's going through both pieces. I'll go ahead and click OK. And this is how you create ISO number 6.